The music industry is changing faster than the speed of sound. To find out what these changes are and how they're affecting up-and-coming artists, we go to the Musicians Institute in Los Angeles to talk to Bobby Borg, a musician, educator, and author.
Do-it-yourself artist, the DIY artist. And there's a lot more about how independent artists can be empowered to actually take more charge of their career and get the ball rolling so that people may be more attracted to their careers. As independent artists, you basically are your own record label.
The scene right now is in the indie labels.
I think independent music is the mainstream. That's what I want to do. Is I want to start working for independent artists.
Now, when you go to a show and you see an independent artist play in Silver Lake, for example, they'll have their computer there, and you bring your iPod, and basically you can plug in and basically download one of their single recordings right there. New technology has changed the way music is being distributed.
I think CDs are going to be out of the door. Like CDs, nobody's buying CDs anymore.
Now what artists are going to be doing is putting their music on little flash drives, and you can sell these flash drives at your show. The internet has now given you guys a voice. Tons of bands figured out that they could start building a site and doctoring it toward their career. And all of a sudden it became this heavy band site where you can market your band and your career. I mean, it wasn't intended for that, of course. And bands figured this out, and that was perfect because there was a need. Bands couldn't afford websites, and now they could. And all of a sudden, MySpace exploded, like creating these MySpace pages, and then we're like getting friends. And of those 10,000 fans, half of them were in bathing suits. So does it really matter? How many actually really come out to your show? 20? So don't rely on MySpace as being like the only thing you do for your marketing. These days, with with Facebook, with Pure Volume, CD Baby, through iTunes, through Rhapsody, Napster, is it creates new opportunities for artists, but also crowds the marketplace as well. So it's a double-edged sword there as well.
Sometimes we're getting a lot of unpolished acts, and people still want that big bang of the stage and the live show. And so you get, you don't necessarily get the truth. I think Bobby Borg said you have to swim through the shit, you know, to get the good stuff. So.
Right. But there's more people in the game. Right, there's exactly. More people in the game.
Merch is short for merchandising, and that includes everything from t-shirts, condoms, thongs, rolling paper, blunt paper, spliff paper, whatever you want to come up with that actually has something to do with your target demographic. Create merch that people want for the merch itself. Placements in film and television, to get placements in video games, to get placed in corporate videos where you can actually get your music out there and actually get noticed. Radio, whether or not it be, in TV, whether or not it be live performances, whether or not it be through their merchandise. Yeah, so that's actually what their whole marketing plan of attack is attacking all those different areas.
I'm going to be selling it on iTunes, CD Babies, at my live shows, which you have to come see because you haven't experienced me completely until you see my live show. Interactive sites, like where you can interact with the music and create your own playlists, that's another type of income. Internet, press, sales, sponsorships.
Like posters, gigs, sell your merch after your gigs, get email lists, have your press kit.
It's not necessarily just about the music anymore as a product because the music is being stolen, right? So now it's becoming these other things to kind of make you one complete brand. Record labels are going to be brands. In other words, it's not necessarily going to be Atlantic Records, but it might be Coca-Cola that's actually got a division that's a record label. Or it might be Starbucks that has its division that's a record label. Or it might be MySpace that has its division that's a record label. So brands potentially may become the record label of the future. Music is an art, but making money from it is a very serious business. And you have to attract the attention of those that can help you by first helping yourself. And I don't think really people understand what being an artist is like. Sometimes it means sleeping on friends' couches. Sometimes it means having a diet of mustard sandwiches and top ramen. Are you ready for that kind of lifestyle? People look at MTV, people look at the Grammys, and they say, that's what's being an artist. Having my mansion, rolling up in my Porsche with the badass rims, hanging out in the jacuzzi with my boys drinking Cavassier while the models dance by the pool and the yacht is parked in the bay. That is like, that's not reality, that's sensationalism.